So, you want to learn how to surf? I got you. So first, you gotta choose the right board. This is just an awful beginner board. You're gonna have a really hard time standing up, and you're gonna get called a kook, because you don't know how to use this. What a kook is, and no, it's not a rich white boy that lives in the Outer Banks that wears vineyard vines. That is not what a kook is. It's pretty much a poser. They just don't know how to surf, and they kind of just mess everyone up, and then you get no respect out in the lineup. Something like this, though, is a great beginner board. It has a high volume, be easy to get balance on it, easy to pop up on, and you don't have to worry about breaking your board because it's foam or it popping up and hitting you on the head. The first thing that you should know is just the names of the different parts of the board. The sides of the boards are called the rails. The top, this is the deck. The front of the board is the nose, and the back of the board is the tail. And then we got the fins. Now that we know the different parts of the board, we're gonna learn how to pop up on the board or stand up when you're catching a wave. So I'm gonna pop up from the nose side. Realistically, I'd pop up from the back where the tail is, but I'm not gonna do that because if I did it on the ground, the fins would dig into the ground and it could break the fins and damage the board. You should practice your pop-up on the ground beforehand. You don't necessarily need to do it on your board. You're gonna push up in kind of like a yoga position with your hands on the rails, and then you're gonna throw your feet underneath you. When you pop up, you want to make sure that your legs are under your hips. If you're too far apart, it's gonna feel awkward. And if you're too close together, it may be hard to balance. Some boards will have lines going down the middle of them. This is a really good place of where to pop up on your board. You don't want to be too far left or right of this line. You want to stay just in the middle to get your balance. When you're paddling for a wave, it's important not to be too far back on your board or too far forward. If you are too far forward on your board, you will nosedive. The nose will go underwater and you will fall off the board and it may fling up from underneath you. Too far back, it's going to be very hard to catch a wave. You're going to be very uncentered on the board and it's going to be hard for you to paddle. While starting off surfing, it's important to wear a leash. To put a leash on, you put it on the back foot that you pop off of. And you just wrap it around your ankle and tighten with the Velcro. Don't put a leash on until you get to the water or you may trip walking. When paddling out and trying to get past waves, there are two positions you can do. There's one where you arch your back like the pop-up and you let the white water and the wave run over you. For bigger waves, this doesn't always work, so you might have to do a turtle roll. A turtle roll is when you grab the rails and then let the wave go over you and the board. Waves don't all break the same. There are different stages to a wave breaking. The first stage is it's gonna be a little bump and it's gonna be impossible to catch. You're not gonna have enough speed, not gonna have a steep enough slope. The second stage of a wave, where you wanna catch it. It is not broken into white water yet, and you're gonna have a nice clean face to ride. You wanna try to match the speed with the wave. Paddle as hard as you can into it, at least 8 strokes before you pop up. The third stage, you do not want to catch this wave here. It's going to be too steep of a drop, and best said in the movie North Shore.
So when a wave breaks here, don't be there, or you're gonna get drilled.
Hope that helps. Can't wait to see you guys out in the lineup. Phew.